Pregnancy Prevention national statistic recorded that 1 in 4 girls will be pregnant before age 20. Real Shy Youth reporters profiled Irene Chavez and Angel Gonzalez to evaluate their experiences from being a teen parent.
At that age, your reaction, you really don't know how to react because this is a whole new experience. So I was pretty much just being a kid and had no idea what I was going to expect. My mother's reaction, she tried to give me the best advice she could, but support-wise, she couldn't give me as much as support because being a single person as she was. She didn't have an education, she didn't have a career, so there was really not very minimal support from her. I had to take my own accountability and taking care of my children and pushing myself through school. And they were my support. I would say my children is thriving to be better for them and to support them. I was a little disappointed because my son Angel is having a child out of wedlock. He is only 22 years old and he still has no idea what he wants to do with his life.
You're not always prepared. So I feel like it's always best to think about it before you act upon certain things. But when I first found out I was having my son, I was just so happy that I could finally continue to have a better life for my kid. Because once you become an adult and trying to build a family, it's not always easy. Family is always going to be there. When they would give me advice, I would take it in so much that I was just know I was prepared. You may not have everything, but once you start taking actions, it all comes together.
The advice that I gave him is still to try to continue going to school, making a career for himself, and always be there for his son. Never, never, never not stop seeing him and always having that relationship, because it's very important to have two parents in a child's life.
She made me realize that in order to be a man or take care of a kid, there's always consequences. But when the consequences happen, don't always give up. That's what I learned from her.
Trying to be a young woman, there was never enough resources to give me that empowerment to say, hey, there is so much more out there that you can become. I didn't like the fact that I was stereotyped as a single mom. And I didn't like the way that the world predicted single moms can or will never achieve to anything.
Jillian Gindy, a caseworker for Christopher House's Teen Mother program, sees how Chicago and Illinois government fund and support teen parent programs.
I think that teen pregnancy has changed probably in the last 20 to 30 years. I think there's more support available. When our program started in the 80s, there were just 3 programs, and now there are programs in almost every neighborhood, and in a lot of the CPS schools have programs that are available. So I really think that that has benefited a lot of the girls that we work with. I guess maybe not the city, but I think that the state of Illinois' response has changed, especially in the last year. They are kind of in the process of figuring out what the budget will be for the state of Illinois in the next fiscal year, and I think that a lot of the programs that our girls really need to be able to continue to go to school are in danger of getting cut. It's important that our girls are able to have a safe place to put their baby in childcare so that they can finish their education themselves. And so with those programs being in danger of being cut, that's a really scary experience, I think, for a lot of the girls that we work with, because they really rely on that to get themselves to school and get themselves to work.
My advice would be to him, don't give up. Follow your dreams. Even if someone puts you down, even if life puts you down, you know, life's a struggle, but don't give up. That's the main thing. Because once you give up, everything goes down, you know. It's like a roller coaster.
The birth rate among older teens is declining more slowly, falling 50% since 1991 compared to the nearly 70% decline for those ages 15 to 17, according to the National Conference of State Legislators. This could be due to the increase of resources for pregnant women. This is Alyssa Chavez, signing off.